Good morning from Your Best Car in Kent. My name's Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews of our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer 2 of the most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are, do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes, and yes, we will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low Apr Finance Rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website, yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers, adjust the filters, find something that works for you, then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our Range Rover Vogue, presented in Carpathian grey metallic exterior paint, without a doubt one of Land Rover's most popular colourways. It comes with the ferocious 4.4 litre V8 diesel engine producing 339 brake horsepower. That being said, its 4-wheel drive has electronic air suspension and terrain response 2 programs, ensuring that you'll feel comfort regardless of the speed or road conditions. The Vogue also has full service history consisting of both Land Rover dealerships and Land Rover specialists. Of course, all the maintenance history will be listed in the description down below. This is the Vogue SE edition, so there's plenty of upgrades and cool features to go through. We'll try and go through as much as possible in the video, of course, but don't worry, everything will be listed in the description too. So whilst we're on the outside, let's start down here with one of my favourite parts of the car, the upgraded and unmarked 22-inch diamond cut 7 split spoke alloy wheels. Now what do I mean by unmarked? There's no signs of curbing, there's no scratches, there's no scuffs on any of these alloys. They're all in fantastic condition and they look just like the 2 that I've pointed out now. These wheels were a little over £3,000 as an add-on, and they make all the difference. If we have a look at the side profile, we can see there's rear privacy glass stretching from the B pillar all the way backwards. You then got black window surrounds and mirror caps too. When the car's locked, you've got folding side mirrors as well as keyless entry. So right now the key is in my pocket. When we come to close proximity with the door and unlock the handle, the side mirror will pop out, and of course the car will unlock without having to press the button on the key. So inside, just Oozes luxury. These are the ivory semi-aniline leather seats to completely contrast against the darkened exterior. These aniline seats are the comfiest that Land Rover offer, in my opinion. They come with an electric adjustment that is found just down here, as well as memory mode that's found on the inner door card. And both the front 2 seats can be heated and cooled. That is found within the climate controls, and I'll show you that in just a second. The floor mats are honestly comfier than mine at home, and then even the ivory Alston headlining up above was a £1,000 upgrade too. The driver then has a leather-wrapped multi-function steering wheel with paddle shifters, so you can switch it into your manual mode. The steering wheel column can be electrically adjusted, and the steering wheel surround can be heated. You've then got your multimedia buttons, hands-free buttons, voice control, as well as your adaptive cruise control. Some additional upgrades include the Meridian surround sound system. Here's just one of the speakers. Up above, we've got the panoramic sunroof. And then underneath the armrest down below, a really cool feature, especially if you've got kids, is your refrigerator cool box section down here. So we can flick on this switch when the electrics are on, and this will act as a mini fridge for you. So in the middle, a very smart and simple center console. In the middle is your 8-inch touchscreen infotainment display with honestly absolutely everything you could possibly need in the modern day. So if we have a hop inside, I'll show you some of the features. We've got keyless start to be paired with our keyless entry. Let's just turn the volume down. So this is your main interface. As I mentioned, it is a touchscreen. We've got our 2nd page here and 3rd page here. Let's just start on the 1st page. So navigation is built in as standard. A big perk of it taking up the wider screen, and that it's a touchscreen too, is that we can move the map around. We can pinch and zoom, we can quickly see our points of interest, such as our petrol stations. Back to home, So media, we've got loads on here. So FM, AM and DAB radio as standard. You've got your digital TV, as you can see here, fully operating. If we click on find, this is just our TV program search. We've got all of these channels here, including all of your kids programs too. If we go back one, onto source, we can then either flip between radio or media library. So media library, we can connect up our own phone via Bluetooth or via USB to play our own music. But then of course we've got radio too. The car also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration just here. Again, you might have already seen from the photos, I've connected up my own phone via Apple CarPlay, so that is working and operating flawlessly too. But don't worry, if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you've still got your navigation built in, you've still got your Bluetooth to play your own music, and you've also got your Bluetooth for hands-free. So on the phone section, this is where you can store your contacts, you can make calls and take calls, you can use the buttons on the steering wheel too to help you out, so you can keep your phone tucked away whilst driving. Everything will be mirrored on here in terms of your hands-free phone connectivity. Back to home, and then back to the second page, you've also got a web browser just down here. Also on this page, you can adjust the seats with the seat temperature. As you can see, you've got a cooled section and a heating section. 3 intensities for either side. And then on the third page, you've just got some additional settings as well. You've got your ambient lighting, your 4x4 information, your vehicle dimensions. So you can see your access height, normal height, and then the off-road height. It's worth mentioning that currently the car that you're seeing in this video and in the photos is in the access height, it's the lowest setting. Speaking of which, you can raise and lower the suspension by pressing these buttons just here. At the moment it's locked at its lowest access height. And then here's your terrain response to program control. So here we can cycle through different options depending on the terrain of the car, and you'll be able to see that through the middle console here. So you've got your grass, gravel, snow, mud ruts, sand, rock crawl, etc. But of course at the moment we just keep it in automatic or at our lowest suspension. Going back to the in-car entertainment system, we've got a reversing camera with our guidelines and sensors. And then down below are dual zone, well, 3-zone climate controls. You've got climate controls at the rear. I'll show you that in just a second. Your intensities in the middle, and then you've got separate temperature gauges for the left and right hand side. To operate the sunroof, you've got your sun blind here and then the actual roof opening here. So if you press that once, that'll open up to about halfway. And then one more hard press towards the nose of the car, and that will close it. Likewise for the sun blind. So that's it for the front cabin. Let's have a look at the rear. So of course back here we've got the exact same seat upholstery. Again, the luxury just continues throughout the whole of the car. You've got the same premium floor mats down below. You've got an partial electric adjustment for the rear seats. And then just so much space back here. The panoramic sunroof really opens the cabin space too. As I briefly just mentioned, your climate controls for the rear as well as your seat heating is on the left and right hand side. And of course you've got the Meridian speakers dotted around as well. Moving all the way to the rear, we can see the privacy glass extends all the way back. We've got our Vogue SE and SD-V8 emblems on the back. We've got a power tailgate, so we can press the button either on the key or on the back of the tailgate here. We've got an inner tailgate too, which can be opened in 2 parts. It just gives you a bit of an extension. You might have some heavier cargo, or you need to lower, you need to get something up into the car, of course. So a great option to have. And then again, you've just got so much space back here too. You've got a parcel shelf that can be taken off, and then all of the carpet materials on the sides, on the bottom, even the backs of the rear seats look so luxurious. You can collapse these rear seats by pressing the buttons on the right hand side here. That is all an electric adjustment, so no need to worry about the manual labor there. And then underneath here is your spare wheel as well as your inflation kit. Your jack is also tucked at the back. So again, we can close the tailgate like so, So if you're interested in buying the Range Rover Vogue, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages, so if either of those options intrigue you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on iMessage or the Meta platforms of Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp, so if you have any questions or queries about our cars, or perhaps some details of your part exchange to send over to us, then please feel free to message us on those platforms too if it's more convenient for you. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.